of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the New England Patriots. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This defense for the Pats, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now a pass is taken in by Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On 1st and 10, Fisher. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, Fisher. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Christian Barmore picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fisher. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Returnable for Thomas. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Patriots take over. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Fisher. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Fisher. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Harris. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Thomas. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Coleman going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Allen now on first down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. These two teams all tied after one. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Allen going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. The point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Steelers 7. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake. Fisher. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Throw left side complete. That's Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading. Ball around a on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Pats force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now Allen. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying,
and caught by Thomas for a New England touchdown. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jackson now to return. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Third and 11, and some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Back to throw. Fisher. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Allen. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Flush to his right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Allen's throw complete there to Bateman. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st down, Allen. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. 7 yards the pick up there. Now Allen again. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Patriots would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Steelers 7. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this 1st half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. A final shot before break. Fisher being chased out left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Thomas. And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go. Here we go. 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Allen. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. His throw incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Forced out to his left. First down and more for Allen. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there for the Patriots.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now a play fake here on first down. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun. Fisher. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster. Complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Double dog. That's the way.
Hey, check Mike 45. 70 Lion.
He's game.
18 Rapper. 18 Rapper. Check smash.
On 4th down, Fisher. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Thomas has got it. Complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking long for Thomas. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for New England. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. It's Coleman here. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point up and through, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. To throw on 3rd down. Fisher escaping the pressure right. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going to try and throw. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down and 6. They hand this off to Harris, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st down, Fisher. That's caught by Jackson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Fisher. Breaks through the contact. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. From the gun, Fisher eluding the pressure right. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Throwing on first down is Allen. Flush to his right. He'll find Harry on the right side. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Coleman, the first down and a little extra. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down inside the 30. And again, it's Allen going for it all.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. High throw, but the catch is made. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They will run again with Coleman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Allen keeping it himself from 7 yards out.
And the Patriots are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. All right, T. Let's all right, T. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Watch the screen.
Operating from the gun. Fisher. He gets it complete to Jackson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Check hot route. Hot. Check. Crunch.
45.
On 1st down, it's Harris. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. Fisher. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Watch out.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 19.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. And we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline. Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Off play action. Fisher. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Check. 79 Bronco. Check it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top two options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
And that one is incomplete, and now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. So Allen's going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling